Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Alright, so what seems more likely? The cycle ends a year early with Bitcoin failing to get even close to true cycle top levels on data, and altcoins going dead in the water, or the cycle remains on track and does the same thing it's done 3 times over and everything will be fine. I mean, when you put it this way, CryptoCon, it sounds to me like you're just pointing out the fact that our fears, or for those of you guys who have fears, are totally irrational. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And so what he's bringing up, guys, this chart here, 3 Bitcoin cycles since 2011. Actually, is that even 4 Bitcoin cycles? Maybe it's 4. I don't know if you would consider the 2011 to 2013 as one complete cycle. Nevertheless, what he's pointing out here, the long-term hodler NUPL for Bitcoin, you can see that level went up as we made new highs for Bitcoin, as Bitcoin did see new all-time highs. We did see that in November 2013, also in December 2017, and in April 2021. That level did peak. You guys can see that up here in the blue. And there's a trend line trending downward. And so, guys, here's where we are today. Bitcoin price is sitting currently at around 95,600 per coin. And so this isn't the end. It's not the end yet. Bitcoin has just been consolidating in this area here. We did see a new all-time high back on January the 20th. It did come back down, but guys, no real movement for Bitcoin. Nothing really to suggest that the bull run is over. So yeah, we still have to peak. We are getting up there. As you guys can see here, fear and greed still sitting in the 30s. So people are still fearful that the market is not going to go up, I guess. Market cap and volume is still fairly flat, only down about 1.3%. And dominance, guys, for Bitcoin, that is still up to 60. So pretty much over the last couple of weeks now, nothing has really changed. You guys can see over the last 24 hours, some of these cryptocurrencies have lost some of their gains. XRP is down 4.26%. You can see BNB coin down 2.7%. Solana is down 6.16%. ADA is down 7.3%. So some of these cryptos now losing some of their gains, but I mean, we did see a huge spike for a lot of these cryptocurrencies. So, you know, it's kind of a bit of a give and take. Some days you're going to see these cryptos go up significantly, and other days you're going to see them go down. Overall, though, the trend is still moving upwards. I did post a price tool here on the XRP chart earlier today, looking at how much we've actually lost in terms of XRP's most recent high. I guess a new all-time high. Guys, we're only 25% down off that new high for XRP, that new all-time high of $3.40. I mean, some would probably argue that XRP did not reach its all-time high yet, considering on, I think it was the Coinbase exchange back in 2018. XRP did go as high as $3.84. However, on a lot of these exchanges, it hit anywhere between $3.30 and $3.35, I guess I'd say, maybe a little higher than that. But to the point, I mean, XRP only down about 25% off that high. But guys, look how much we gained since Trump did win the election. Even if we are to take today's price, we're up over 400% for XRP. That's not to say that this is the end. Certainly not. I do think that there is another wave coming. And for more information on what I'm doing this bull run, guys, follow me, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'm getting some more posts ready and planning to do probably a Q&A this Sunday. For those of you guys interested, and it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, probably. I have not confirmed that, but all my Patreon subscribers are going to get the memo when that occurs. Marty Party posting this. February Bitcoin sell-off is nearly over. Seller exhaustion. So over the years, I don't know if you guys remember, at the beginning of the month, I posted that chart demonstrating how much Bitcoin in particular does gain February over February. And February is generally a bullish month. We're not seeing that so much this particular February. So a bit of an anomaly here. And guys, look at that. Short-term holder profit loss on exchanges, or 2 exchanges. We have seen that the sell-off is real, but that is slowing down, as you guys can see that trend moving up there. So hopefully we do see some more investor confidence in the market. I get the feeling that we're probably going to get some news that's going to spur on some more FOMO, possibly, the news, some announcements that some of these lawsuits are just going to go in the trash bin. John Reed Stark, the former director of the SEC's Internet Enforcement Office, suggested that the SEC might pause or completely withdraw all ongoing crypto-related appeals. So we have been hearing rumors of this, but now John Reed Stark is saying that this could in fact be the case. And he's also saying that it's going to include the Ripple case. This possibility is supported by the SEC's recent suspension of its lawsuit against Coinbase. So guys, here's what John Reed Stark thinks, all right? John Reed Stark recently suggested that the SEC could pause or fully withdraw all ongoing crypto-related appeals, including the high-profile Ripple case. This speculation comes as the SEC appears to be taking a more strategic and less aggressive approach to regulating the crypto industry, particularly following its recent suspension of the Coinbase lawsuit. So could that be the clue? Could that be the signal that more lawsuits are going to fall to the wayside, at least be put on pause for a little while? The SEC's shift in regulatory direction is evident in its recent request for a 60-day pause. Also in the Binance case, in a joint motion filed by the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, the SEC stated that the formation of its new crypto task force may impact and facilitate the potential resolution of this case. This request signals that the SEC is reassessing its approach to enforcement and possibly leaning towards collaborative solutions rather than outright legal battles. So, they should have probably taken this approach to begin with. But you got hothead Gary Gensler at the helm, and clearly that wasn't what we experienced over the last 4 years. One of the most notable changes in the SEC is the formation of the dedicated cryptocurrency task force. So guys, that could have an influence. Formed in January of 25 and led by SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, the task force aims to create a structured and transparent regulatory framework for digital assets. Peirce advocates for clearer regulation and has criticized the SEC's past enforcement-heavy approach. She emphasized that the task force's mission is to draw clear regulatory lines, provide realistic paths to registration, craft sensible disclosure frameworks, and deploy enforcement resources judiciously. This initiative represents a departure from the SEC's historically adversarial relationship, as we've been, again, witnessing over the last 4 years. So I guess now we have to wait and see. A turning point for crypto regulation, and I definitely think it is, the SEC's reconsideration of its stance on the Ripple case, the formation of a dedicated crypto task force, and leadership changes within the agency signals a potential turning point for U.S. crypto regulation. While enforcement actions have historically shaped the regulatory landscape, the shift towards clearer guidelines and industry collaboration could pave the way for a more innovative, friendly environment. As developments unfold, the crypto industry will watch closely to see whether this new approach leads to long-term regulatory stability. But guys, there are going to be frontrunners in this market. I'm actually surprised we aren't seeing more buying from retail right now. We have been getting news that institutions, whales, are buying up cryptocurrencies like XRP. Of course, it's going to be the real-world cryptos that really soar once that real-world utility does kick in. And so many meme coins will probably also fall to the wayside, go poof, up in smoke to zero, but we still have to just wait and see. I mean, we are still technically in a spec market. However, there is some real-world utility occurring in other parts of the world. Smoke here bringing this to our attention. Standard Chartered, which is, by the way, a Ripple partner, will act as a digital asset service provider for the first tokenized retail money market fund set to launch by the end of February. So this is brand new news coming out of China, I believe. So UK-based Standard Chartered will support China asset management launch of the first tokenized retail money market fund in the Asia Pacific. Standard Chartered will act as the digital asset service provider for China asset management for Hong Kong to launch the first tokenized retail money market fund in Asia Pacific tentatively by the end of February. So guys, that could happen within the next week or so. Through Liberia, a tokenized platform incubated by the innovation unit SC Ventures, the bank will build an ecosystem with a comprehensive suite of security services and technology solutions to enable tokenization of the fund fiduciary, fund administration, custody, and cash services. Also moving forward, Standard Chartered is looking to support more institutional clients globally to access its digital asset ecosystem. In digital asset custody, for example, the bank has already launched services in the UAE and Luxembourg. So those two countries are already ahead of the game, very crypto forward. Standard Chartered believes that digital assets are fundamentally transforming the ecosystem of the financial markets. We are dedicated in meeting our clients' needs and seizing the current huge opportunities. This coming from Mary Hewen, CEO, Hong Kong and Greater China and Northern Asia at the British lender. So there you guys have it. Ripple partner Standard Chartered making waves in the Chinese retail money market fund. And that's set to be launched by the end of this month. Not too far away, we also have Ripple partner Airwallex announcing record profits in tandem with Latin American expansion. So we heard this Ripple partner did expand to Latin America, and they have been expanding aggressively, but they're also raking in serious cash, as this article does point out. The company's year-on-year profits have surged, fueled by a record-breaking $130 billion in transactions. That's up 30% since August over the past year. That's no small feat in a market where fintech competition is fierce. Much of this growth can be attributed to Airwallex' expansion into new regions and its ability to offer businesses a compelling alternative to traditional financial institutions. Well, of course, if you're running on DLT technology, and they have been for quite some time now, I believe Airwallex was one of those first Ripple partners, one of the ones that we heard from back in, I want to say 2019. I could be wrong on that. Please do put it in the comment section if you do have an official date. But I know they've been with Ripple for a very long time. And so, as this company does build, as they are continuing to help serve customers, well, first in their native region, but then expanding. I mean, they've been expanding already for the past several years. Now they're getting larger and larger, leveraging DLT technology in those regions that, where it's already regulated. And they're seeing significant growth. So since the first quarter of 2024, the company has achieved a 78% year-over-year increase in gross profits and expanded its customer base by 50%, now serving over 150,000 businesses worldwide. And so these are just the business numbers. I do believe at the beginning they did in fact start with retail consumer-facing clients, but their business sector now growing too. So huge news there coming from Ripple partner Airwallex. And I mean, considering the proof is in the pudding, considering Ripple has put all their eggs in the international basket, because, I mean, they really kind of had their hands tied. For a very long time now, 4 years, Ripple could not really do business in the United States. And it's all due to Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton. Perhaps some other interests were involved, the big banks in the US trying to keep Ripple down. I mean, these are all central to these bearable guy themes that we have been following since 2018. And the fact that it's all playing out like this, boy, it does get you scratching your head, things that make you go, But guys, now we're on the right trajectory. Now we're on the right path, so much so that, I think Donald Trump is going to have a big influence on this as well. Gold revaluation. So let's talk a little bit more about gold, now possible under the Trump administration. If the United States moves forward with revaluing its holdings, it will unlock a huge financial opportunity without having to print money. So guys, think about this for a second. Gold is currently trading in and around $2,900 per ounce. And if that is revaluated, I mean, a bunch of countries would have to get on board with this. We got to think a lot of countries are in debt, and it would behoove all these countries to boost the price of gold. So if gold, something that I think around the world we can all say does hold value. I mean, every country around the world does consider gold to have value. That is clearly not the same for fiat currencies. But if everybody can get on board, well then, guys, that is going to change a lot. Another way to wipe out debt. Smoke Down here continues by saying, think about it. The U.S. Treasury holds 261 million ounces of gold, currently valued at just $42 per ounce, only $11 billion on paper. If reevaluated to $2,800 per ounce, its real market value skyrockets to $730 billion. But that number is going to have to get even bigger if we want to wipe out global debts. This move will instantly create $700 billion in new financial assets without printing a single dollar or increasing the debt. It will expand the Treasury's asset base exactly like quantitative easing, but has historically sent crypto stocks and gold even higher. So that would be the little happy accident that would result in this reevaluation. Guys, all these risk-on assets would go higher. This will trigger a massive wealth surge for everyone invested. And guys, it's not like this is out of the question either. Will gold keep outshining its digital rival? Well, one scenario that's gaining attention is the possibility of the reevaluation. The FT's Gillian Tett subsequently suggested that this could involve reevaluating the Treasury's gold holdings, currently marked at the statutory rate of $42 per ounce. I'm surprised that they've kept it at that level for this long. Considering now market value $2,800 per ounce. So Elon Musk going in Fort Knox apparently, and going to be, I don't know, I heard on X somebody was saying, or maybe it was Elon tweeting it, that he's going to, or that he's planning on doing a live stream for American citizens of Fort Knox, so they can see for themselves how much gold is actually in there. Because there's also the question, so this is another part of the story, there's also the question of, does the U.S. even hold the amount of gold that they say they hold? I mean, there have been many administrations in power since that readjustment, going off the gold standard in the 70s. So I don't know. I mean, it would be an interesting thing to see. So I want to thank Smoke for posting that, guys. And Donald Trump, I know you guys probably saw this. Trump shares Ripple article on Truth Social. Is the United States crypto boom underway? Donald Trump just posted an article highlighting Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse's optimism about the Trump effect on crypto policy. Yeah, guys, he posted this within hours of me releasing this video. Trump has ramped up US-based hiring as optimism grows around Trump's administration. The company closed more US deals in the last 6 weeks of 2024 than in the previous 6 months. Ripple sees pro-crypto policies under Trump as a game changer for blockchain innovation. And so with regulatory clarity and market confidence rising, will this be the breakout moment for XRP and US crypto firms? And guys, here is the tweet. Donald J. Trump, again, his real Truth Social account, tweeted out this CoinDesk article with Brad Garlinghouse here on the front. Trump effect bumps Ripple Labs US deals XRP gains. Things that make you go, I had to go to his Truth Social here just to see for myself. And as you guys can see, the official Donald Trump Truth Social, I'm just going to scroll down here to find that particular tweet, just to show you guys. And there it is right there. Donald Trump effect bumps Ripple Labs US deals and XRP gains. So this was an article back from January 2025. This shift in focus towards U.S. markets is part of Ripple's response to the Trump effect, which is believed to be making crypto more favorable in the United States. It's interesting, too, that he decided to post an article with Brad Garlinghouse on the cover, and the fact that, it pretty much has to do with Ripple specifically. Ripple's increased U.S.-based roles due to optimism surrounding the Trump administration's policies, which are perceived to jumpstart innovation and job growth in the United States. I mean, Brad has been very vocal about that since being sued by the SEC. The fact that we have an administration that's actively trying to squash U.S. crypto innovation, that's not a good thing. And with Donald Trump in power, it's going to change. The company signed more U.S. deals in the last 6 weeks of 24 than in the previous 6 months, as I mentioned, indicating a positive business environment shift post-election. This shift in focus towards the U.S. market is part of Ripple's response to the Trump effect, which is believed to be making crypto more favorable in the United States. So if Donald Trump is endorsing this, I think that's going to be very, very bullish for crypto. XRP Crypto Wolf also posting, Donald Trump posted twice about Ripple and XRP. So guys, it wasn't just once, it was twice. Down here, probably within minutes, I can't see, it just says 4 hours, and doesn't actually give me a timestamp here. But yeah, guys, he posted twice. He also posted this article from the block. Ripple CEO says 75% of open roles are now US-based due to the Trump effect. So super bullish. I don't know. Is this called bull posting? Garlinghouse said that 75% of Ripple's open job positions are based in the United States due to optimism for Donald Trump's incoming administration. Crypto proponent Donald Trump has promised to build a national Bitcoin reserve and make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. I mean, if this isn't bullish, I don't know what is. Also, the fact that he chose articles that had to do with Ripple and XRP and Brad Garlinghouse. I mean, even this second article doesn't have to do with Ripple specifically, other than the fact that Brad is the one that's being quoted. We know they're buddy-buddy. We know Donald Trump and Brad and Stuart Alderati did have a dinner meeting. The beef bolognese was amazing. But you know what's going to be more amazing, guys? When this price pumps uncontrollably, I mean, whether it is a spec pump or from utility, I mean, eventually we're going to see the utility pump, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think, and for more information on what I'm thinking with regards to this crypto bull run, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoney channel. But please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.